I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mother told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Pistoling out my darkest while sizzling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one chief rockin' Knicks University, man. Uncle Freezy coming through for a few moments, man, and talk about the Summer League, talk about the state of the kids. You want to talk about the state of the kids, man. Salute everybody. Just Knicks is in the building. Salute to everybody watching us on X, on YouTube. Man, salute to all of y'all, man. I'm glad y'all here. Cowboy Bob in the building. What's good, my guy? Salute. Yo. Mickey D's, what's good? Mickey D's, what's good, man? Hey, Rosal Thomas. Hey, what's good, man? Salute. Yeah, man. Salute y'all, man. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna get right to it. Let me make it. Yo, my camera is on mirror, I think, and it's. Ooh, that's a different look. This is a different look. Yo, okay. So I wanna start by what's the word I'm looking for? I want to start by saying that hey Thomas, I think the game is at like 5:30. I saw it, don't quote me on it. It's in the evening. No, it's like I think it's either 3:30, 5:30, something like that. I want to start by saying to me the kids look impressive, but I have a reasoning behind why I'm saying what I'm saying. Real King is in the building. Salute. So I have a reasoning for saying why it is that I'm saying. I think the kids, for the most part, all of them look like future rotation players in my mind. Now, where at in the rotation is going to be crazy because are they going to be situational? Are they going to be starters? 5:30, bet. The player that concerned me the most is Tyler Kolek. Tyler Kolek and ball pressure looks terrible. Tyler Kolek dealing with ball pressure, and that's been a thing. That's been an Achilles heel of ours the past 2 seasons at every level. Ball pressure. David Smith is in the building. Salute. I'm not gonna front. Now, I gave a pass for the first game, right? I gave a pass for Tyler Kolek. Justo, what's good? Pierre Moise is in the building. Salute. The ball pressure thing with Tyler Kolek bothers me. I'm not gonna lie, and that's been a thing the past couple of years with the Knicks. Teams feel like they keep us out of our offense because they just pressure the ball all the way up the floor. By the time we get it down, we don't have time to run our plays or run something. And yesterday, Detroit came out and put ball pressure on us, and Tyler Kolek and the Knicks couldn't figure out how to beat simple NBA ball pressure. I mean, it makes me think that either the Knicks need an athletic point guard that can defeat ball pressure off athletic ability or craftiness. Either way, y'all, we got to find a way to defeat ball pressure. Either way. Either way. And if we're seeing significant ball pressure in summer league, then y'all know this is going to be a problem still, even in the regular season. My expectations for Tyler Kolek is to be the point guard, the third point guard, right? Tyler Kolek has to be the third point guard, man. Ivory 10, what's good, man? I don't, Tyler Kolek has got to be the third point guard. Right? Sherwin, what's good? So let me start on, so here's my thing about the kids. They didn't play last season. And Tom Thibodeau didn't practice much last season. So that means your young players never got the opportunity to improve on a daily basis. And this is what I mean. If the young boys could practice, if the young boys could practice, if, for an example, Pacom Dadier, Kev McCullough could practice against OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges every day or every other day or so, then Pacom Dadier and Kev McCullough get better. If Ariel Hukporti could practice against Karl Anthony Towns and Mitchell Robinson, Ariel Hukporti gets better. If Tyler Kolek could practice against Deuce McBride's ball pressure, then Tyler Kolek gets better. But they didn't practice. No big deal. They didn't practice as much because they were prepping for a championship run. So they want to save legs in order to win an NBA championship. All right. Well, can you at least play them during the regular season significant enough where they can develop a little bit and become along, learn good traits? No, they didn't play, nor did they practice. Right? They didn't play, nor did they practice. Right? So how are they going to get better? The question is, and the answer is, with skills trainers. Hey man, get a whole bunch of shots up. Work on this move in the gym by yourself. And now we see the result of what working on your game by yourself looks like when you didn't practice against a championship level team or practice with a championship level team or play in random minutes against your peers. When we played the Washington Wizards, they didn't play against those guys. When we played against Charlotte, they didn't play. When we were playing against Atlanta, they didn't play. And so now these guys are looking like first-year players in their second year, as well as they should. They should look like first-year players in their second year because there was no emphasis on creating good NBA habits. And how could you? Pacom Dadier's defense would be a lot better if he could guard OG Anunoby in practice, but he didn't. Kev McCullough could look, if he could guard Josh Hart in practice, he'd look better. If Tyler Kolek could guard Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride, Cameron Payne in practice, he would look better, but he didn't, and they looked like it. Bronx Mel in the building, salute. The son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the building. Bronx Mel said, that's not no excuse, man. Not hitting the weight room. Bro, I'm going to tell you something, man. If you didn't see how big Tyler Kolek looked yesterday, I ain't nothing I can tell you. Now, hey, I ain't gonna front. Hey, if you didn't see how much bigger Pacom Dadier looks compared to that, ain't nothing I can tell you. The bullying part, I agree. The weight room part, I disagree. Now, the bullying part, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree with you. Right? The bullying part, I agree. Right? I agree with you. I agree with you. I mean, I'm with you 100% with the bullying part. But there were times also at the beginning of that game where every time I thought one of those referees had 3 whistles, bro. The Asian cat, the Asian cat, I thought he had 3 or 4 whistles on him, bro. I think he was blowing so many whistles. I thought he was too short out there, bro. Every time James Najee bumped somebody, they blew the whistle. Every time we come down, they smother us. And I ain't gonna front. That's good coaching. That's good coaching. They took James Najee out of the game. He was trying to be overly physical, which you got to get used to the NBA. You got to get used to the NBA game, bro. Right? You just can't walk up to people and push them down. Right? You just can't go push people. What disappointed me the most is the guy that got the most NBA run consistently, Ariel Hukporti. He didn't impose his will like I thought he should have. I thought Ariel Hukporti should have been, in that game, Ariel Hukporti should have been 20 points and 20 rebounds or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Ariel Hukporti looked the part. He looked like an NBA player playing against random summer league dudes. The aggression may not have been there. Hey, Sherwin, I was telling the same thing to IKBM Dre yesterday. I was telling IKBM Dre the same thing yesterday. Like, nah, this kid is huge. That kid is huge, bro. But I'm gonna finish I'm gonna finish the Tyler Kolek point first, and then I'm gonna speak about the other guys. I want to get y'all opinion also. Musa, what's good? I saw a couple people come in and I missed it. Everybody. So if you came in and I ain't see you, just put something in the chat. Just put something in the chat, man, because I missed it. I was trying to get in a thing. So the Tyler Kolek ball pressure thing, I'm giving Tyler Kolek one more chance. That's today, right? I'm giving Tyler Kolek one more chance. That's today. If Tyler Kolek looks today like he looked Friday, we might be getting off at the next stop. Wise in the building. Salute. I see you, boss. What's good, Wise? YZ's in the building. Salute. My guy. Good morning. Tyler Kolek has to get more separation because the way he runs offense is not sustainable, man. JJ's in the building. JJ, I'm feeling good about these Mets, bro. JJ, I'm feeling good about these Mets. Now that Swaggy back, you notice, hey, as soon as Swaggy got back, we started winning. I was telling Dre about that. Like, yo, some people in the line, you just need some people confidence in the lineup, and nobody is more confident than Swaggy, bro. Yeah, y'all. Swaggy back, bro. Now that Viento's back, the confidence is through the roof. And it's crazy that a young player like that, he's not young because he's 25, but you get what I'm saying. We got our swaggy back. But the Tyler Kolek ball pressure thing, we got to get, we have to play faster. We got to get this ball up the floor, man. Even the most disappointing player to me yesterday was Kev McCullough. But y'all know I like Kev McCullough. Or not yesterday, but Friday. Yeah, Sean Mania back today, man. I like Sean Mania, bro. Amani the Great in the building. Salute. My thing is with Kolek is this. We know he's not a lottery pick athlete, right? We know he's not a lottery pick shooter, right? We know this. We know he's not a lottery pick scorer. What he is a crafty pass first point guard that gets you in the right offensive sets against the right defenses. We know this. But the thing about the Tyler Kolek types is you're never gonna have the wrong plays called, right? You're always gonna be in the right offense, right? He's always gonna have people in position. He's gonna know what to do every time, even if the NBA athletic defenses are gonna stifle him at times. But what I will say is this. I think part of that had to do with the Knicks not having another guard on the floor. Kev McCullough as a complementary backcourt player is not the answer. His decision-making was terrible. He telegraphed passes. He was inaccurate with passes. Tyler Kolek struggled against smothering defenses. But what I will say is this, everybody. I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to start the hype train. But if there is a hype train to be started, whoa, let's go. When you saw, and listen, I'm not trying to start the hype train, but if there's a hype train to be started, the backcourt of Tyler Kolek and Dink Pate. The backcourt of Tyler Kolek and Dink Pate. When you put a smooth athlete on the floor that can handle and move the ball with Tyler Kolek, whoa, let's go. Fire up the hype train, man. Get that hype train started. As soon as you removed Kev McCullough, and he's not a bad player. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I think Kev McCullough is a wing guy. Right? I think Kev McCullough is a wing guy. right? But Dink Pate and Tyler Kolek together, all of a sudden, the ball is moving around. Guys are getting open threes. Huck Porty is put back dunks at the rim. All of a sudden, I mean, guys have freedom of movement. Right? All of a sudden, guys have freedom of movement. When it was Tyler Kolek and Kev McCullough, it's like you having three wings out there and one ball handler that struggles against pressure. But when you had Dink Pate out there and you had two guards out there, when you had two guards out there on the floor, now you can't just pressure one because of one pass and the other guy's going to beat pressure all the way up the floor. Now, if you pressure both, that's a full court press. Teams don't do full court presses like they used to. Right? The two of them together all of a sudden present you with, hey, you got to back off Tyler, because if Tyler get this ball to Dink Pate, a very smooth, fluid athlete with size that gets the ball up the floor, now all of a sudden the trick that you were trying to run on Tyler Kolek doesn't work because you have an athletic guard with handle that can get you into offense and at least initiate an action. I'm not saying Dink Pate is ready, right? Because he's not. But the potential is there. The potential is there for this kid. The potential is there for this kid. And listen, if you're not a Dink Pate fan, right? If you're not a Dink Pate fan, I'm going to tell you to be ready to be a Dink Pate fan, right? The good thing about Dink Pate is that he is new, right? So he didn't go through the stuff the kids went through last year. He's fresh, coming into a new offensive system where everything is going to be wide open to showcase athleticism. Whoa! Whoa! Pull the cord, man. Get them steam engines going for the hype train. Whoa! Whoa! Let's go. Absolutely, I'm excited about Dink Pate and Tyler Kolek together. Listen, one dude is a super raw young player with NBA athleticism, right? NBA athleticism, ready to become something in the NBA. The other one is a veteran young player with experience and craftiness. And together, it's like if you take two random things, it's like if you take peanut butter and chocolate and put it together, I like my peanut butter with jelly, right? And I like my chocolate plain in a bar, right? But then you put peanut butter and chocolate together and you make something like a Reese cup. And oh boy, the Dink Pate kid looks mad fluid. There's no question if he's athletic enough. The thing about him is he needs seasoning. He needs seasoning. You can tell he needs a year in the G League, right? You can tell he needs a year in the G League. right? To go down and just dominate the G League, take all the shots, just dominate. I don't care nothing about no G League championship, right? The Knicks win the G League championship, we don't even talk about it, right? The Knicks win the G League championship, we don't even discuss it. But what we do, though, is talk about who we can pluck from down here. I think that's a real thing. Dink Pate, Tyler Kolek. Ed Winningen is in the building. Cody Cardiac Knicks is in the building. Salute. JJ, stop it, man. You not Jay, you gotta let me run this. I gotta do it in order, JJ. Relax. JJ letting the cat out the bag. Really, I got you, big dog. I promise. I got you, JJ. I got you. I got you, bro. I promise you. I got you. But in fairness to the conversation and the individual player, we have to talk about what we saw individually and then collectively. That way, when we have the conversation, you'll know, like, we didn't leave anything out. We didn't omit anything, right? Kev McCullough, though, just want to touch on a thing. I'm not saying that Kev McCullough is a bad player. I'm saying that Kev McCullough is rusty. Kev McCullough is at least 10 months behind all the other young kids. He's at least 10 months behind all the other young kids. 530. So I think Kev McCullough is rusty. I think once he gets up to game speed, remember last year he only played a handful of games in G League. He didn't practice and he didn't play. Right. So Kev McCullough, NBA development wise, he's just a little bit behind everyone else, but he'll be there. Kev McCullough is an NBA player. But you can tell his timing is off. He's seeing stuff late. He's reacting late, like a millisecond late. He's just like a little bit late on some stuff. But he gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. Trust me. In terms of our jumbo wings, oh, hey, man, Marshawn Beauchamp, bro. And let me just throw Marshawn Beauchamp. I mean, he a bucket. I don't think he should be in Summer League. I think he just want to play. Marshawn Beauchamp is already an NBA player. And if you wanted TJ Warren last year, then Marshawn Beauchamp is the same guy this year, except 8-9 years younger. Right? He's basically TJ Warren, if you like TJ Warren last year. Kev Middleton is in the building. App is in the building. Salute. Kev Middleton says Kev McCullough reminds him of Quentin Grimes. Probably. That's what that's a Kansas guard, right? That's what Kansas guards look like. Right? Kansas wings, I'm sorry. That's what Kansas wings are going to look like. Except Kev McCullough is bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic, but he don't have the shot that Grimes has. He doesn't have the scoring that Grimes has. So I want to talk about, just really quickly, I want to talk about the bigs because I want to save Diawara and Pakam Dadier for last. I want to talk about the bigs for a moment. This dude, James Najee, looked like a bull in a china shop. I think they blew the whistle. I think they assigned James Najee his own whistle Friday night. The Asian dude had 4 whistles following James Najee. Like James Najee had 5 fouls in like 3.5 minutes. Ariel Hukporti looked the part. Ariel Hukporti looks the part right now. Right? And hey, Kerry Cox, I'm with you. You can't be that physical, right? You got to relax. You can't get legislated out of a game if you James Najee, right? James Najee legitimately played like 14 minutes and had 0 rebounds. That's very disappointing. Very disappointing. At the same time, though, you could see the activity and hype defensively, like what people were like people like myself were thinking. Like, yo, this cat is gonna be something, right? He showed some of the stuff, but him and Tyler Kolek have to show us something today, right? I'm looking at the numbers for Tyler Kolek. For as bad as we thought he played, he had 10 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds in Summer League. James Najee in 11.5 minutes had 4 points, 6 fouls, 1 block, 1 steal, and was 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Oh, hey, the Luka Skuka kid. Luka Skuka looks like a name that we're going to remember. But let me talk about the jumbo wings. Luka Skuka, Pakam Dadier, and Mo Diawara. Hey, if y'all hadn't seen it yet, this kid, Mo Diawara, looks like a first-round pick. A steal so far from what I saw. Yesterday, Mo Diawara was 3 of 7, or Friday, I'm sorry, 3 of 7 from the floor, 1 of 3 from 3. That man had 3 offensive rebounds, 7 rebounds total, led the team in rebounding. Had 7 points. And for as bad as the Knicks looked Friday night, where everybody was a negative, this dude was a net 0. Meaning, regardless how bad the entire team looked, that man held his own. Mo Diawara. I like the combination of Mo Diawara and Pakam Dadier and Luka Skuka. The starters were Beauchamp, Dadier, Hukporty, McCullough, and Kolek. And James Najee had 6 fouls in 11 and a half minutes, everybody. That man had 6 fouls in 11 and a half minutes. And only one of the fouls was a stupid Karl Anthony Towns foul. Only one of them, where you reach out on the perimeter and the ref is like itching to blow the whistle. The other one is just like he a linebacker. The other one, he out there looking like Jason Pierre-Paul. He out there looking like Chris Canty. Simply the intellect is in the building. Salute. So the ball pressure, even with the ball pressure on Kolek, Kolek was 10 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. 3 of those, the 3 offensive rebounds, they were impressive. Tyler Kolek went into a crowd and grabbed at least 2 offensive rebounds. That was impressive. Mo Diawara, Pakam Dadier. Right? Mo Diawara, Pakam Dadier. I think they showed you what the future of Knicks wing players are going to look like. Legitimately, I don't know how big Pakam Dadier is, but he looks to be like 6'10". To me, he looks 6'10", 220 something. Easy. 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 Right? Easy. Pakam Dadier showed something, an ability, and Diawara showed an ability yesterday. I think Diawara's defense is very underrated. I think, I'm not saying it's great. I'm not even going to say it's good. I'm going to say Diawara's defense should be a talking point. Right? I'm not saying it's elite, and I'm not saying it can't get better. What I'm saying is it should be a talking point. Pakam Dadier's defense should be a talking point. Now, Ron Holland cooked him a few times Friday, right? But for the most part, when I saw Ron Holland hitting shots over Pakam Dadier, those shots were contested. It's not like he shook Dadier and everybody's like, oh. Nah, that man legit, you know. Yeah. Yeah. I see y'all having the Giannis conversation again. Hey man. Hey, David Smith, listen, man, no matter how it don't matter. If there's a star in the league, Knicks fans are gonna want to trade for him. I remember hearing Knicks fans say trade Melo for Dwayne Wade. Man, you got to trade Melo for Dwayne Wade, man. This is a guard-driven league. I remember that. I remember people saying trade Pat for such and such, or yo, you got to trade Bernard King for Alex English. And yeah, you're gonna have Fritz Alcindor is in the building. Hey, as long and I'm not. Hey, listen, I'm not on one side of that or the other. I don't care. I don't care. But as long as you have Knicks fans, you're gonna have fans that want to trade for another team star. It's how they are, and I'm not trying to change them. If that's what they like, that's what they like. If that's what they like, that's what they like. That'd be interesting to see what that look like. Brunson, Bridges, OG, Mitch, and Giannis. The athleticism would be off the charts. Mitch, Giannis, OG, Bridges, Brunson. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where the shooting is going to come from, but the athleticism will be off the charts. Mitch and Giannis on the floor at the same time on offense with Josh Hart and OG and Bridges and Brunson. But onto our talent, though, the talent that we have. Instead of dreaming, I'm going to talk about what we have, right? What we have. If the 3-pointer is clearly, I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if y'all noticed this or not, but the Knicks are terrible at drafting 3-point shooters. Randall, what's good? The Knicks are terrible at drafting 3-point shooters. None of the kids that I've seen are Keith Turner's in the building. Salute. None of the kids, Tyler Kolek, Pacom Dadier, any of them, none of them, McCullough, none of them are weaponizing the 3-point shot. None of them are weaponizing the 3-point shot, and it leads to spacing issues at times. This summer league team is missing a certified bucket getter. Usually teams in the draft high upside, raw 19-year-olds with certified bucket upside or certified all-star potential. Usually what you look for in an athletic 19-year-old. The Knicks basically have, I think Diawara is on the way. Diawara's free throw stroke looks a little 2K-ish. but I think he's a player. Based on what I saw Friday night, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna wrap up, everybody. Based on what I saw Friday night, Diawara looks like a NBA starter. Right? Diawara looks like an NBA starter, especially considering his age. Right? Dadier looks like an NBA starter. I think Dadier probably, and I know this is going to sound like a stretch, it's not. Dadier right now could start for a handful of NBA teams and hold his own. Right? Probably 8 points a game, play defense on play wing defense and knock down open threes. He trusts his shot. He's not a shot hunter though. And Diawara looks like a sneaky freak athlete. He looks like a sneaky freak athlete that developed the right way. Developed the right way. Diawara can be if he plays, he can be like that light-skinned kid in Portland, in my mind. A guy that starts off the radar and gets incrementally better every year to a point where he's invaluable. Right? That's what I think Diawara is. Yeah, hey, Kerry Cox, and so is James Najee right now. Jay Boogie in the building. Jay Boogie says we need to stop overrating our young core. Really, we don't have young talent accordion. I'm keeping, but the rest don't have it. I'm just looking around at the other teams. Yeah, Jay Boogie wrong right there, man. Jay Boogie wrong. Yeah, Jay, I don't know. Yeah, salute to my guy Jay Boogie. Yeah, salute. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. These guys are so raw. Remember, these guys didn't play last year. They didn't practice last year. And now they're in summer league. And we're saying that, yeah, these guys just ain't it based off of one summer league performance. Now, if this is the whole thing in summer league, then I'm gonna be like, yeah. But nah, I ain't ready to. I'm gonna trust Leon Rose. I don't think Leon Rose is a dodo. Leon Rose and his staff has been, they changed it. Yo, yeah. Nah, man, we about to, yeah, nah, man. Leon Rose front office is smart. Right? They smart, they know what they're doing. All right, I'm not ready to co-sign like this summer madness of they didn't blow out the Pistons by 50 in summer league, and now dudes don't know how to play basketball. But that's Knicks fans, though. That's Knicks fans. We ain't patient. We ain't gonna wait on nothing. Yeah. Hey, thank you everybody for coming through and hanging out with me, man. I'm gonna go get some breakfast. We're gonna do the game later on, and we'll probably jump back on after that to break down what we saw for the summer league game. So the game is at 5:30, I believe, and so we'll probably jump on, man, maybe about 10:30, 11, something like that, to talk about what we saw. Thank you everybody for coming through. Y'all have a great Sunday. I appreciate y'all, man. Peace, everybody.